This is a disaster already. I think that's high enough. Come on. Hey, how's it going? Spy here with more My Summer Car. Now, last time we played, we went shopping, and we also evaded the police. Now, it seems fine now. I don't think they're after me. But what happened was my world did not save properly. So I had to go shopping. I bought a little too much brake fluid here, and a little too much of this sausage. I also have the fan belt. But what I forgot was I actually forgot to get more fuel for the car when we need to test it. But we can always go back, especially if we need more food. So I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm actually going to kind of construct the car a bit. I'm gonna set up the body. So this isn't a full tutorial. I will probably mess up, so don't follow me too closely. Okay, that owl is seriously making me mad. It is so annoying. I don't even know if it's an owl. But anyways, what we are going to start on is the suspension of the car so that we can easily place the engine in when we have it built. Now, I already done this before, so I know what I'm doing. I have all of the screw sizes wrote down so I don't waste a lot of time. Pop this open. Bam! Look at that. But anyways, the first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna grab this jack and we're gonna jack up our car as best as we can. Sometimes it falls off though, and then it dents the body, which kind of sucks, but whatever, I guess. Kabam! See, it's kind of going through right there. That's a little weird. The jack's a little finicky. This game's a little finicky. Okay, we're gonna grab the subframe here. We're gonna place it underneath. We'll get a little check mark. Whoa! See what I mean? That's a little weird. Okay. Oh no, it's gonna fall off. It's gonna fall off. Stay. And it fell off. Come on. This is a disaster already. I'm not even doing anything extremely fun yet. I think that's high enough. Come on. That looks more promising. Now, where's my subframe? There it is. Alright, so we're gonna put this in there. Oh my god. You know what? You know what? I don't need this jack. I've done it plenty of times without the floor jack. We're gonna attach the subframe like that. Grab our 10mm. And we're gonna screw in the 4 bolts that are in here. Now hopefully me doing these little jump cuts here and there still work for you guys. Like I said, this isn't a full tutorial because as you guys could see already, I kind of messed this up. The jack does not want to stay in position, so I'm just gonna try to throw it. That's good enough, whatever. Now we gotta get the wishbones, which are these things here. This is the front right. These just pop in the side of the frame there. There we go. And these use the 10mm wrench as well. Bam! Very nice. And before I get too far into the building of this vehicle, I actually have to go do something. Now, if you guys know Finland and its stereotypes, we can't turn this on and use this. For some odd reason, we have to go into our sauna here, and we gotta start our stove here. Turn it all the way up. And this is gonna take like 10 to 20 minutes to fully heat up. And then we gotta grab our bucket. Get out of here. Fill up our bucket. And now we wait, so that we aren't as dirty. Now that those are screwed in, we got to grab our spindles. These right here are spindles. They pop into the bearing of the wishbone right there. Bam. And they take the 12mm spanner. I just say wrench because I'm used to wrenches. Alright, and there is one screw underneath both of them. Whoa. Now this is the easiest part about the car. I pretty much memorized it all because I did it 6 to 7 times already. I'm trying to figure out how this game works because I don't want to waste your guys' time with me just messing up so much. And yeah, I don't really rage that bad, so I don't really see a point. Grab these disc brakes. They attach to the spindles. And disc brakes, we don't screw the disc brakes in until we actually get the half shafts in place. But we need our steering rack first. And this guy is the steering rack. The steering rack gets placed between the columns in the back of the hood area. I don't know. Hood area, sure. And it just goes right here. Oh, right here. There we go. And this, I don't remember what this uses. 9mm, I think. Man. And now we can go get our half shafts. And we can place them in there, and then we can screw on our disc brakes. And then these go like right about here. Grab the other one. And we're gonna answer that phone because we're gonna do some jobs eventually, because we need some money. Look how much money I have. Hello? Whoa. Okay. We gotta get him some firewood. His house is down there. That is a pretty easy job, even though I don't know how to really run the tractor. Okay, we'll do that later. Right there. I see. Alright, and now we can screw in our disc brakes, and that is a 14mm spanner. And that just goes right here. And one on the other side as well. Very nice. What was that? I don't know. And for those bolts there, we don't screw those in until we have the engine in place, because if you don't wait to screw those in and you go to turn your car or even try to drive it forward, your half shafts there might pop off and your engine might pop off as well, depending how you have it screwed in. Now we need our steering rods, and those are these black guys here, and these are gonna get put in the corner up here somewhere. Come on. Now I think I could use the jack now. Let's try the jack again. There we go. That works. Okay, hopefully it doesn't mess up this time. And this here, the steering rod just goes right about somewhere here, right there. Okay. And we don't screw the steering rods in until we get our struts in place. Now we gotta get our struts. These are our struts. This is the front left one. Left. I always mess that up. And, oh, right there. And that is all the parts we need for the front suspension, except our steering column. We could throw this in as well. The steering column gets put in this little hole here, like that. And now we gotta screw in everything. So we gotta install our struts before the steering rods. So get the 9mm. We will screw these 4 bolts in here. And there's some up above as well. I think those use a different one though. I think those up there are 10mm? Yeah, I think so. There's 4 bolts on each of these though. Okay, now I got to tighten up the top pieces here with a 10mm. There's just 3 up here and 3 on the other side. This is pretty easy so far, until we get to finishing the engine. Now I know how to completely assemble the engine. It's not that difficult after doing it a couple times. The only thing is tuning the engine. That's the part I cannot get done correctly, but I've been reading up on it. Okay, now we got to do the steering rods. So I think this one was 12mm. Yeah, I just said that earlier. Okay, screw these in right here. Now that's installed. Get this one as well. And bam, that is done. Now we gotta screw in the steering column. That's 8mm. Screw these in. And I think there's 2. Yeah, there's 2. Now we're done the front suspension, which means we can go to the back suspension, which is actually way easier than the front one. So this just goes back here. We should probably lift that up a little bit. Oh no, it's gonna glitch out on me, isn't it? I think that's good enough anyways. So these arms here go like that. So we can just actually... No, I don't have it. Ah, oh, darn. Where'd my box go? Where'd it go? What? Where'd it go? Oh. 12mm. Screw those in. There are 2 of them. Now that those arms are in, we're gonna need to grab our coil springs. Yeah, springs. We throw these in and they just pop in like that. Oh man. Okay, now that we have that in place, we need our drum brake. We're gonna throw this on the arm here like this, and the drum brakes get a 14mm. Come on. Why does this keep tipping over? And we just screw it in right there. My car's kind of bouncing up and down. I don't know why. Okay, now we need the shock absorbers. These have 2 sets of screws, 2 sets of different screws or bolts, and we're gonna throw this in a weird position right there. Nice. And these get 12mm spanner, and it also has the 6mm screws in it as well. The 12mm are actually in the back here. They're pretty easy to reach. Just right there. Usually I don't have that one in place, but right there, that's where it is. And then we grab our 6mm. And those are actually just in here somewhere. Right there. Nice, now that we have the back all ready, we can actually install our tires now. So we grab our tires here, and we're gonna throw them on our car. Now to actually bolt our tires on, we need to get the 13mm spanner. And then we just screw down like this. So simple, so simple. This is the easiest part of it all. It's time to sit in the sauna and relax because I think it's almost ready. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, grab our dipper, scoop some water, and if you stand up on the bleacher back here, you actually clean way faster. You gotta wait for the mist to go away though. Like, watch this. Look at that. Awesome. And we are done. That was a nice sauna shower. And it's time for a little break, because you know what I mean? I think we are pretty much done. Oh, no, we're not done. You actually have to hold it down once it gets to the end. That sounds a little bad. This toilet really needs a scrubbing though. Look at that. That's gross. I'm just gonna back away. We're gonna install some more stuff to the body so we don't have to later. We're gonna actually install the gear stick. Where's the gear stick? Gear stick. Right there. I'm only gonna install the basics to the car until we know it's gonna work. So the gear stick goes right here. A 6mm spanner. And this one has 4 bolts. 3 bolts. And then we're gonna grab our fuel strainer. Our fuel strainer is, where is it? It's a white thing. Ah, there it is. There's our fuel strainer. And this goes into the underhood right back here somewhere. Our fuel strainer goes right on this little piece here. If I could, come on now. Awesome. To screw that in, we need our 8mm spanner. And now we need our gear linkage. It's a weird looking cable thing. That's a brake. That is a fuel pump. And the clutch lining. There it is. Right here. Gear linkage. And this gear linkage just goes right here. Now the gear linkage uses the 5mm spanner, and it has these ones here. Now you can bolt these up without having the stuff in place, but I'm not sure if they're gonna fix that eventually or not, but that's all there is. Now we gotta get our brake lining. That's clutch lining. Brake lining. Right there. Then we're gonna grab our clutch lining as well. There we go. And these both use the 7mm spanner, I believe. Now for the brake lining, there are all these here. I don't remember which one's a brake lining, but just screw them all up anyways. And at each tire, there's gonna be one where the brakes are. You gotta bolt those up as well, because if you don't, your brakes might not work, and that would suck quite a bit. Now, as you can see down here, there are them going to the brakes. It's pretty easy to see these ones, the ones that go to the brakes. You could just see them right there. It's kind of hard to get down there though. And the back ones are actually right here. I always forget to do those ones. Now that the linings are in, we need our clutch cylinder and our brake cylinder. This one right here is our clutch. I'm just gonna throw that over there. Don't throw them in real life because that would be bad. Oh, there it is. Looks pretty similar to the clutch. And these go on these little mounts back there, I guess. Like that. Grab the clutch one. Pop it in. And those both use 9mm spanners, and it also has 2 8mm bolts on it as well. And to screw the master cylinders in properly, you gotta go to the pedals here and screw them in. If you don't, you're not really gonna go anywhere. So might as well do that. There we go. Those are in. Now we gotta screw it to the frame. 8mm spanner. Bam, those are in. And now all we have to do is put in the radiator, but not the pipes. We don't need the pipes until the engine is in, but we need to get the battery. Put it right about here. Grab our radiator before we pass out from fatigue. That would suck. And this uses the 7mm spanner, and this one is pretty hard to see the bolts. But let's take a nap really quick, hurry. Bed. There we go. Let's go to sleep. I don't even know if it's time to sleep, but let's sleep anyways. Oi. 7mm spanner. There we go. These bolts are pretty hidden. If you look on the sides here, you can easily see them. There's little tiny rivets where they are. Alright, so we got the body all ready for the mounting of our engine once we get it built. But I think I'm going to be doing the engine in another episode. So that's all I really had time for today. It was kind of like me just building this thing and stuff like that. I guess that you could use it as a tutorial. I don't know. Do what you want. But I'm not the best teacher to follow because I kind of break the rules a little bit. Yeah. But anyways, guys, next episode we are going to take the muscle car from that guy's house because he doesn't need it. He doesn't even want it. We're gonna take it for ourselves. In the future episodes, we're gonna get the engine built, put it in our car, we're gonna tune it up, and we're gonna see if we could drive it. I actually need to get some more fuel too. Ah, darn. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please let me know in the comments, and thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and remember, stay sweet. Bye. I didn't even know there was a highway here. Oh crap, back up. Oh man, no. That was close. Oh, I didn't do it, guys.